And we are live. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Happy Wednesday. It is time to get some stuff done. So it's time to be productive. It's time to get stuff done. It is time to be busy. Hey, Alexandria. Hello, darling. Hello. Hope you've had a wonderful day, my dear. Hey, Stacy. I've not been productive at all day, so I'm ready. Yeah, I have just given myself an hour and a half of doing random things since I got home from work. So now it's officially time to start working, getting stuff done, getting busy again, because sitting idly too long isn't good, at least not for my mental health. So I was going to be nice to myself today and either do some drawing, work on my dragon illustration, or edit, or both. I was going to focus on just being productive on something creative. I've been cleaning, fixing, tweaking things at home, trying to make things a little more sellable. I'm trying to decide if I should paint my whole apartment white before I put it on sale or not. And all the things to ponder. So editing or drawing is the calmest thing to do for the brain, I think. Let me see, Stacy, I'm working steady on the story. Hope I can get it done before the 1st. I have faith in you. You can do it. If you decide you are gonna do it and that you're gonna meet your deadline, then what should stop you? Except oneself. Yeah, I'm gonna be using November to try to finish editing this book, this horror story that I'm working on in Icelandic, so I can put it in a book competition here in Iceland. That's gonna be me, or trying to at least, to motivate one of my oldest friends to actually do the same. Anyways, la. Hey, Devon. Hello. Hope you're doing good, darling. Hope you're doing good. Wait, just remembered, I haven't been on YouTube in a while. So let me see. We're gonna change. I decided that I'm on my other channel. Wait, I am changing. Going to H.K.Darkwood channel. Have you posted any more updates on your office, Devon? Have you? Let me see. I don't think. Oh, there you are. I was like, why isn't she popping up? Have you posted anything new? Let me see. I'm checking your channel. I think. Oh, you have shorts for me to check out. I think you have an update. Okay, I need to watch that during the sprint. Let me see. Alexandra, let me see a device from my outline. So I need to figure out that mess. Yeah. Hopefully that sorts itself out. Hopefully sorts it out self easily. Devon, I've got 3 keywords to go for today. I'm currently sitting at 1,493 for total count of for the zero draft. Ooh, well done. Halfway there. Well done. Oh, okay, I'm gonna be watching your short during our first sprint. That's for damn sure. I also have the book open here still on my in my Word file, so I'm just gonna be. I think I'm gonna start with that. I'm just gonna start with editing, watching Devon's short video update from her office. Excuse me. And then I'm gonna continue editing this story and see how far I can go. So guys, let's do this. Let's get some progress done, and I'll see you guys in 25. See you in a bit. And we are back. How did you do? How did you do? I have been lurking on Andy's stream, having a cookie conversation. If you'd like to do so, then I recommend going over to Andy's stream and giving his stream a warm snuggle, a like, and all the happy things. Other than lurking on Andy's stream, I have been editing, and I caught myself having to translate a word from English to Icelandic because I know the English word, and for some reason my brain is like, what's the Icelandic word again? Doesn't happen that often, but since English has much more, they have more, the English language has more words to describe things. And you kind of also have to consider that I'm using words that are not too old, because that is a problem I sometimes have. I use older words when I'm talking and sometimes writing in Icelandic, so I kind of have to remember, don't use ancient words that the younger generation will not understand, and making your book only readable for 50 and over. So yeah. So I have a sentence in my head that is English, and I need to just figure out how I'm going to write it in Icelandic, which just doesn't happen often. That just tells me I've been writing too much in English. Let me see. Devon had to drop, and we'll be right back. Whatever you're doing, have a wonderful time doing so while you're there. If you're going to eat, enjoy your food. Let me see. Andy gave a creative like to the like button, got a pan out of the cupboard and strolled up to the like button and gave it a proper whack. Guaranteed to make it change colors. Ooh. I had a giggle. And also had a blast having a cookie conversation. Which reminds me, I need to start planning on what cookies I am going to bake for this Christmas, for this holiday season. I really want to bake something. I didn't bake a lot last year, but I really want to get my Christmas baking session on, because it's fun. It's super fun. Let me see. Gwen, think after dinner, Happy and I are going to carve pumpkins for Halloween. Oh, I love that. Hope you guys have a wonderful time when you do that. Let me see. Miranda, have been here chatting with my daughter. Hope your chat is wonderful. Hey, Nina. Gwen, you love baking too? Yeah, I don't bake often, mainly because my sister usually scolds me, because she will usually... She loves my baking, so she will eat it. So I'm not allowed to bake that often because she scolds me that we're not here to gain weight, we're here to lose weight. So I will probably just pick a few recipes to try. I want to try something new. I don't want to bake anything that I've been done before. So the question is what? I want to try something new. Something to add to my little collection of cookie recipes. I also want to make a little cookie recipe book that I can print out from Lulu or something, and just have it in my new place with all my favorite cookies. Ooh, I love it. I need to find it. Let me see, Stacey. Well, I did get words, but I also finished making dinner. Plated it for me, and one of the kiddos have started eating. Ooh, hope the dinner is delicious. Oh. Sorry about that. That was my father. I'll call him as soon as we finish sprinting. Let me see. Stacey, you want to bake, but I really need to get my own I'm not even gonna say the word. I don't know what you're saying, but yeah, that's probably better. Nina, I have done half moons once, many years ago. Don't think I've done half moons in probably more than 10, 15 years. But yeah, who knows? I might add them on my list. I think I like them. I think so. Uh, okay. I just got mail. I never get mail, especially in this not this time an hour. Let me see. Gwen, I found a chocolate sugar cookie recipe online that's to die for. Ooh. I think I'm obsessed with like pecan pie kind of flavors, pumpkin pie kind of things. And I have been craving like almost like cheesecake kind of cookies that freeze well. That is kind of my obsession at its current state. So I kind of want recipes that are soft and gooey because I don't like hard cookies. There's only one cookie I like that is like hard, and that's it's a Lay's chocolate Christmas cookie, and the dough is very thin. So when you bake it, you just take a blob after you mix it and all that, and you take a blob and you just put it on the pan, and it flattens out so it becomes super thin, and it's very fragile. It breaks easily, and it melts in your mouth. It's like my family's Christmas cookie, and that's the only hard cookie that I like. All other cookies, if they're not soft, I don't want to eat them. They have to be soft. But so yeah, I am trying to decide on what I want. But chocolate sugar cookies, I love sugar. I like sugar cookies. But I'd probably also because they are very soft. Yeah, the sugar cookies, regular sugar cookies, are kind of just yeah, vessel for the icing. They are. Let me see. Yeah, the half moon are very classic. We have a few cookies here in Iceland that are kind of. It's a such an Icelandic cookie that it's just a staple. So for most people born before the 2000s, most of us know these cookies. I love icing cookies, but my hand doesn't. Yeah, I'm not doing anything that requires icing. My hand is the same way. It does not. It will only do things that are easy or somewhat easy. Whew. Okay, I think we should do the next sprint. I am gonna call back the one that was calling me, answer, or sorry, yeah, excuse me for not or ending the call because I kind of ended the call before. Yeah, silly. But I'm gonna do that. Answer the phone call and or call back, then continue editing. Might actually have to go reverse translation using a software to help me remember words for that word in Icelandic. I can't believe I'm doing that. Oh my lord. Oh my. Oh my, oh my. But we're gonna have to do that. So guys, I'll see you in 25. And we are back. How did you do? I actually finished fixing the scene I struggled with the last stream. So it's done. It's done. It's done. And I actually quite proud of myself because I was trying, when you're taking the elements, like weather elements, and you're trying to give the elements kind of like a personality for the sake of the story in your descriptions. So I was struggling with that. I was finding all my description lame. And I'm quite pleased with what I wrote. Very pleased with it. I was very good with the words. I'm very happy. Let me see. Morningstar is back. Nina was knitting. Well done. Stacy, I've written almost 3K today. Today, the words have been coming together. Ooh, I love it when that happens. The words just work. Everything just works. Gwen, ate dinner. Now I'm gonna go carve my pumpkin. Well done. Awesome. My nephew and my sister were carving pumpkins yesterday and sending us photos. Also, we don't have, like, the only Halloween we have is basically what we copied from the States. And so we're not a huge like pumpkin carving country, but it's gaining with popularity. So it was very adorable seeing him carve pumpkins with his dad by his side and his mom. It was adorable. Let me see. When is our food cooked? Eating did a little work, but need to edit. You're making progress. Enjoy your food, and then you can get back to editing. Let me see. Writing. I have 470 words for today, but I did my bag to leave this week, so I'm still productive, I guess. Yes, you are. Remember, we celebrate all the progress. Some days we're super productive. Other days not. So we celebrate everything. Like, I don't always edit during my streams. Sometimes I work on doing admin stuff. Sometimes I work on sketches. Sometimes I get online tasks that are boring and not very beneficial for my creative endeavors, but they need to be done. Or clean. The computer clean. We celebrate all the things. If we're trying to do something, we're doing good. Progress is progress, no matter how small. Actually, this is one of my kind of mantras in the morning. I have an app on my phone that is meant to help you do your tasks. It's called Finch. It's an adorable little penguin app. And one of my tasks, I have these few mantras in the task as tasks. So I start my day, sit up, I take my anxiety meds, and I brush my teeth and basic stuff, and then I start reading. So every mantra I read, I click it off, like motivational words, me reminding myself I am good enough, I am amazing, I'm a good this, I'm a talented that, stuff like that. And this is one of them. Like, progress is progress, no matter how small. You are making progress. You're doing amazing. You're working at it constantly. And it's having a mental effect. So I recommend. All thanks to my little baby sisters that nagged the hell out of me until I added this app. But it didn't work until I started using it this way, saying the mantras every single day. So yeah. Let me see, Devon. Let me see, Devon. It's been very frustrating sprint. I've blocked in live chat for another sprint, but I added 166 words making 659 words of 3,000. You're doing it, hon. I know it's maybe slower sometimes, but you're still doing it. You're making excellent progress. You're making progress. You're getting things done. It doesn't have to always be as fast, even though we wish. But making it the progress is the most important thing. That is important. Making the progress. Okay, I am going to start the next sprint. We've been streaming for 1 hour and 11 minutes. And we're going to keep on sprinting. I'm actually going to keep on editing. I'm surprised. I am shook. Maybe because I need to get more stuff done before the 14th, so I actually have some time to work. So guys, let's do this. Let's jump onward, and I'll see you guys in 25 with some more editing updates. Let me see. How did you do? How did you do? Let me see. So, making more progress. I am quite pleased. Quite pleased indeed. I also realize I haven't changed the color of the rest of the chapters. Alright, we're just gonna turn this red. Yeah, so basically, for anyone who doesn't know, I changed the color of my text to red when I'm editing, because that tells me that I haven't gone over the text, and it still needs work. So that is what I forgot to do. So yeah. Oh my, I haven't done Duolingo in ages, Nina. I did knitting and Duolingo. I really need to start doing the Duolingo again. Really do. Let me see. Where was I? I forgot where we were. Okay. Oh, hey Eve. Eva. Hello. Let me see, Stacy. Got to go to the store, but I got a lot of work today, so I don't get more. I'm okay with that. See you tomorrow. Have a wonderful day, darling. Nina, let me see. I did knitting and Duolingo. Mornings are almost through the editor comments in chapter 18. Ooh, well done. Well done. I'm in a good place. Don't let your brain run wild. Do not let your brain run wild. Do not let your brain run wild. Stopping my brain from ideas that don't make sense. And the only reason they're popping up in my head is to make more work for myself and sabotage. Do some more sabotage. Actually, yeah, exactly. More brain, stay here. Stay. Stay in the moment. Focus on the moment. Focus on the project at hand. Do not run wild. We're here to start finishing stuff. We're going to finish this horror story. Then we're going to finish publishing the other one, the other young adult series. And then the adult series, the middle grade, all the things. Hey, Andy. Yes, and Andy's stream just ended. Let me see. I do that. Wild creative. Yeah, I just... It's like... My basic thoughts are... Maybe I should have an Icelandic version. Maybe I should translate... finish... having the English version and the Icelandic version of both of my books, my middle grade series and my Icelandic series, and do it at the same time. And my brain is like, no, you stopped working on the Icelandic version and focused solely on writing the English version because you were not going to focus on the Icelandic market. And now my brain is like, we should do it anyway, because why not? Let's make it even harder for you to get stuff finished. Yay! Let me see. It's southern US. It's cloudy. Oh yeah, weather London is kind of similar to Iceland right now. Exactly the same, almost the same description I would give about Reykjavik. Cloud, damp, and rainy. Actually, here. Miserable, icky weather. Let me see. Morningstar. Oh, Andy. I was talking about with my coworker. He's so cool. Anyway, we talked about light pillars. I mentioned you. And Devon, hyper-focused writing will count words later. I think that's a good idea. Good plan. Okay, we're going to jump on to the next sprint. And we're going to see if I do 1 or 2 after the next sprint. I'm depending on my brain. I'm going to continue editing because the light pillars, you have to be a little more specific because we have, if we're talking about the same thing, we have light pillar here in Iceland set up by, what was her name? Yoko, the former wife of one of the Beatles. She set up a piece light pillar here in Iceland. Yeah, Yoko Ono. No, I missed. I'm Googling it. I'm Googling. The phenomenon. The natural ones. Okay. Let me see. I am looking at photos. No, I actually did miss those. I have not seen those. Let me see. Nope. The only light pillars that have been visible from the Icelandic here in Iceland are the one from Yoko Ono that are not natural. Probably so calm you don't even notice him. You know. It wouldn't surprise me. Because we've had weird lights in the air and stuff like that. So, and like with the northern lights and stuff like that, you kind of don't always look that high up, if especially in the city. I think you're more sensitive to what's going on in the sky when you're out in the country. Like I will be soon. When I move, I will have the option of seeing clear northern lights much more often than I do. So I'm gonna, as soon as I move, the first winter, my full winter there, I'm gonna get myself a better camera and learn to take photos of the northern lights. Yeah, and the Milky Way when that appears. Nah, I doubt aliens will bother with us. We do have though, like, so every few years we get like, there are aliens coming to Iceland. There's alien lights in the air. And people, the alien enthusiasts will gather a few of the more like of the spots, a few spots with all their gear and watching the sky for aliens. And every time it happens, it comes on the news because we're such a small country. But it's hilarious. Let me see. Yeah, I think those are the same ones you see sometimes in the eruption. I think I saw something like this when Avery got blue. You know? Could pet up. Yeah, but why not? There's always the potential of seeing something weird when the elements explode. Aliens totally want Iceland. Yeah, for our fermented shark. They're just nuts over fermented shark. And sour ram testicles. That's why they're visiting Iceland. They know they're safe here because we don't fangirl over celebrities or stuff like that. So you know you're safe here if you're super famous and wanted. Yeah, and the fermented shark. If you visit, I will force you to eat fermented shark and drink Icelandic brennivin. Because you can't visit if you don't taste it. So yeah. They keep the shark if they leave, and leave the hardfish with us. Yeah, dried fish with butter. Love it. Oh. Yeah, you better. Just remember, you're always welcome. Always welcome. Me and the girls were talking about one of these days, they're going to come over and visit. You'll just have to come with them. You'll just have to come with them. Morningstar and Melissa are going to make their way to visit me someday when I finally get the house and everything situated. I think Allie as well. So you'll just have to come along. Even though it might... Actually, if you're in London, then it's a quick flight actually for you. Yeah, why not? Why not? If you come during summer, we can have a whole barbecue coziness in my yard because my yard is right outside of the city. It's super cozy. I'm inviting myself. You're always welcome, Andy. I will bake lactose-free cookies for you. You just have to remind me of it. Exactly. Just remind me you owe me lactose-free cookies. And I'll be like, okay, what kind? It is a very short flight. So, Alexandra, how weird. What's weird? I walked back to my office and the Sims thing was up. I haven't played Sims in a couple of days. Oh, Sims. Oh yeah, did I tell you guys about my issues with Sims? I'm not sure. I think I've told you guys, but I'm not sure. I think that's a guaranteed yes, Morningstar. That's a guaranteed yes. She will go ghost hunting with you if you want. If you remind me, Morningstar, I can drive you to the graveyard in a little town. I think in a 45-minute drive from the capital, where people would ask to be their wrists to be cut under death. So the moment they died, their wrists would be cut, just in case they weren't actually dead. I can tell you the story deeper, but I don't want to get demonetized or something. But the stories were very I was told this story from my grandma, that her mother asked that to be done to her on her deathbed. Like, cut my wrist, I don't want to wake up in a coffin. Because there were incidences where people were dug up and there were claw marks inside the coffins. So they weren't actually dead, so they woke up in the coffin and then, of course, screamed to death. So that cemetery is very peaceful, but you could definitely feel there's something there. That is insane. It is. Let me see. Oh, come on, Nina. I'll protect you. I'll protect you from the ghosts. The best way to make sure the death souls don't follow you is bring them an offering and wish them peace. And usually they will leave you alone. I would love that. I want to hurt trolls too. It's actually quite funny when you drive around Icelandic nature. You are almost sure to see stones that kind of remind you of trolls everywhere. I'm not sure you would want to see a real life troll, Annie. It would be a fun thought until you're faced not across from one. So yeah. Okay. Husband is calling Morningstar. We're gonna start the next sprint and start making progress. I need more progress. I need more words. I need more edits. Oh, also, Andy, there is a story in Icelandic folklore of two female the troll sisters kidnapping a farm boy and forcing him to have frequent intercourse with him. He was their sex slave. Yes, indeed. There is a folklore that I learned when I was 12 or 13. I was told this story when 12 or 13. And it's worded a little children friendly, but Yeah, there's a folklore of troll sisters forcing a country boy to be their sex thing. And when he finally escaped, they had made him, he had gone strong and bigger, so he was no longer a full human and he was not the troll, he was somewhere between. So, a very interesting story. Bet Nina's probably heard that one as well. That's a great fantasy. Yeah, big women where you're like tiny. It was like, why does that make sense? I don't know why it makes sense. Who doesn't love books as stories? Stories. You can't help but love them. Okay, back to the serious business of getting stuff done. At least I do have to get stuff done. I have a deadline actually, and I kind of want to try to keep that deadline for once. I usually fail most of the time during deadlines, but I'm not gonna fail this time. So, guys, let's do this. I'll see you in 25. Now, good luck. Let's get to work. Anyways, we're back. Nina's off to bed. She has an early start and needs her beauty sleep. I'm still laughing at the troll story I mentioned before Sprint. I remember how much we used to laugh about that story when we were told that story. Young kids. Like, oh, no, cootie. It wasn't actually. It was more of a mention because this was a story I was told when what was it again? 12 or something, and when a 12-year-old kids are told about two troll sisters kidnapping a human man or worker to have their way with him and keep him as their personal slave. We found it very amusing. Very amusing. Anyways, but yeah. A lot of fun Icelandic folklore. I don't remember exactly why. Like, why? I don't remember why, but... No, they shared him willingly. That's the thing. In the story, they share him. They take turns. He services them both. Not at the same time, but the story doesn't go deeply into it. The story is mainly mentioning that they kidnap him and he's forced to eat what they eat, the amount they eat. So they force feed him their food. So he gets bigger and stronger and less human-like the longer he's with them. Yeah, sharing is caring. And when he finally escapes, that's the thing. So when he finally escapes, he runs towards the farm that he was kidnapped from. But the people that used to work with him and the people that from the farm, they don't recognize him anymore because he is much bigger and stronger and he looks more like a troll now than he does a human. But he's not a troll because he's still not even half the size they are, but he is bigger than a normal human. So they don't recognize him. So they are kind of like, they were just lonely. They were lonely. There were not a lot of, obviously, troll men. And like a lot of the troll stories, it's usually a female troll. And there's a lot of the time no mention of the male troll anywhere. Or there's always one. And the guy is usually alone or with a brother. And the troll women are usually alone or with sisters, mothers, or children. They're troll children. So a lot of single mothers there in stories. Icelandic folklore can be hilarious. Some creepy, some romantic, some sad. So there's a lot of interesting stories there. Very interesting stories. But yeah, I used to be fascinated with them as a kid. That's the other reason for this horror story, because it is kind of inspired by Icelandic folklore. And some of the, I think some of the things that happen in the books are taken exactly from some of the stories that I read as a kid. So, let me see. Switching to my iPad, I have to do a report out for the day job. So yeah, a lot of interesting stories. But yeah, so I got a little lost. My brain wandered during that sprint. did not get a lot of editing done, but it did wander. And yeah, my brain was kind of all over the place. I'm almost tempted to play some Sims and try to create a complex or something. I wandered too, lol. I completely out of the room. Yeah, like I have the story in front of me and my brain was like, just wandering. Too many distractions. I don't even have that excuse. There's no distractions right now. No distractions at all. Just my mind. Just my mind. Like stories and things in the world. But I need to edit. Okay, we're just gonna do one more sprint, then we'll be ending kind of on time, which is wonderful. I am still wondering if I should allow myself to turn on Sims or not. I haven't decided yet. I think it would be dangerous to turn on Sims, mainly because I might end up playing until 2. But I kind of wanna build something. Turn on Sims. At least I made excellent progress. I think I need about 10 more pages to finish day 1 in the horror story. So, yeah. There will be big updates tomorrow on Sims? Really? Ooh, interesting. I like big updates. I like it. I'm checking on the... I saw a message. My friend reminding me, I had not forgotten that... I hadn't forgotten about the promise of finishing a story. No, I hadn't forgotten. No. I was reminding the girls that they were promised to finish a 30K story for the 4th of December. And they were like, oops. Ooh, I'm so becoming a Grim Reaper. Yeah, I'm still so much in builder mode that I just want to build houses. But I really do want to start maybe playing the game more, but I'm obsessed with creating houses. Very obsessed with it. Whew. Okay, let me see. I hadn't played for a couple of years, so you can now be a ghost and say how you died. I was like, what? Yeah, two of my sim characters are senior citizens now, are very old. So I'm guessing one of my first characters is gonna be dying soon. So that actually might end up. That's gonna be interesting. Sims is such a crazy thing. Anyways. Okay, we're gonna start the final sprint of the day. One more sprint and then we call it quits. I might actually listen and turn on Sims just for the heck of it, since I have managed to somewhat focus majority of the stream. So I've been very good the whole stream, except for maybe the last sprint. And I've made excellent progress. I'm very happy with some of the updates I did. And I'm making decent progress. I think I actually might be able to finish before the deadline. So yeah. Considering me and my slow ass editing, yeah. That's gonna be awesome. Okay guys, one more sprint and then we call it quits. So let's do some final whatever you want to do. You want to read, you want to game, you want to continue editing or doing anything other productive, or just chill. Then why not? It's Wednesday. It's a gloomy day, at least on my evening on my end. Why not? I actually need to finish this thing here because, or just skip it when I have water with taste. Oh, my 2 monitors didn't switch over. Oh, that sucks. Hopefully nothing's broken. Hopefully it's just being slow. Very much. We do not like computer issues. They are annoying. Okay, hopefully you managed to fix that, Morningstar. Anyways, let's do this. Let's start. See you in 25. And we are back from the final sprint of the night. How did you do? How did you do? I ended up checking my edits a little more, then I just turned on Sims. And I am just checking if the things that I did are correctly set up and stuff like that. So, yeah. Yes, indeed. Anyways, so I'm definitely gonna allow myself to play. I'll play maybe for a half hour or so. Then I'm just gonna go to bed. I also forgot that it was Halloween. I completely forgot. So for you guys that celebrate Halloween, happy Halloween. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. It has been a very cozy evening. Got editing done. Very happy with how much editing I got done. So, very satisfied. Very satisfied. Yeah. Have a happy, wonderful evening. Enjoy your night. And I'll see you guys on Friday. On the 1st of November. The beginning of all the progress. Or so I hope, at least. Yeah. Yes, indeed. Anyways, thank you so much for coming. You've been awesome per usual. And good night.